When a prospect tells you, let me think about it, newsflash, they're not actually thinking. They're regaining control. You had the frame, the energy, the momentum, and they flipped it. Most SDRs lose the meeting right there. In this video, I'm going to break down why let me think about it isn't an objection, it's a power move. And I'll show you exactly how to take back control and lead the close without sounding pushy or weak. Guys, I'm Neil, your SaaS sales misfit coach. I help SDRs in SaaS companies crush quota and get promoted to AE faster than they ever thought possible. I've spent a decade in SaaS sales, from SDR to AE to sales leader, with 5 of those years spent as a sales trainer on top. Now, real quick, I've had a lot of SDRs and AEs ask me, do I have a course? Right now, no, but I am building a full cohort-based program. It's for reps who are stuck behind quota and want to fast-track their next promotion to AE and beyond. If that's you, hit the link below and join the waitlist. I'll notify you as soon as it opens. But if you're like, Neil, no, I need help right now. I've got a few limited slots left for one-on-one coaching. It is first come, first serve. Tap the Calendly link below, book a 10-minute consult, and let's talk. Back to the video. Guys, here is the problem. You lost the meeting the moment you gave up the frame. Here's the brutal truth. Most reps don't understand sales power dynamics. They think it's about product knowledge or pitching or following up. But when a prospect says, let me think about it, what they're really doing is they're flipping the power. They're now in control. You're chasing, they're deciding, you're hoping, they're ghosting. It's not just a pipeline problem, it's a positioning problem. And once you've lost that control, it's nearly impossible to get it back, unless you know what I'm about to show you right now. Here's how top closers flip the power back without being needy or aggressive. Step 1, name the frame shift. Totally get that. Most people say that when they're unsure about something. Can I ask, what part are you still thinking through? Here's why this works. You're calmly naming the shift without resistance. You acknowledge the power change, but then you're steering the convo back to a productive question, right? Step 1, name the frame shift. Step 2, you guys need to add some sort of micro commitment. Let's do this. I'll give you space to think, but before I go, can I ask, if you were to move forward, what would the first 30 days look like for you? This works really well for AEs as well, because AEs get it as well, right? I need to think about it. I need time. Same with the SDRs. Give me time. I'll come back to you on a meeting. Maybe that day doesn't work for me. At that point, we're going down the slippery slope to nowhere. Use this. If you were to move forward, what would the first 30 days look like for you? Now, this does 2 things. It respects their need to think, but it forces them to re-engage with the vision of buying. That's what we want to get them to. Super subtle, guys, super powerful. You're basically getting a yes in disguise. Step 3, use the walk away close. Totally fair. However, in my experience, when people say they'll think about it, it's often just a polite way to say no. And that's totally okay with me. I'd rather have clarity than keep chasing you. Should we just part ways here? Pause. Watch how many suddenly don't want to end the call. Why? Because you flipped the power dynamic. You became unattached, and that creates tension. It's human nature. When you take something away from someone or take something off the table, human nature leads to them leaning back in. You always want something more when you know it's been taken away from you. This is one of the most powerful moves in sales. Walking away confidently. Super important. And guys, I learned this from getting ghosted over and over and over again. I've been there. When I was doing a full 360 AE role, I'd get ghosted. I'd get ghosted with this particular message. I need time to think about it. Okay, great. Well, let me book in a follow-up. When's a good time for us to connect? Friday? Okay, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, great. I'll give you a shout then. I'll pop this in your diary. Guess what? The call never happens. I follow up, I email, I send vidyards, nothing. Then it clicked. Neil, you're chasing ghosts. You never had control. You had interest, but interest dies without leadership. That was the moment. The next time I heard, let me think about it, I said, totally fair. And if that means a no, you can tell me. I won't be offended. I've been in sales for a long time. But quick question to you. Is there something in particular where I missed the mark or lost you on this? The buyer opened up. We booked a next step in the next couple of minutes, and the deal actually ended up closing a month later. So, guys, actionable takeaways. How to regain control without sounding weak or pushy, and how to apply it today. Control the frame, always. If you let the buyer lead the dance, you'll always end up with a polite no. You don't need to dominate, but you do need to guide. Number 2, stop chasing, start clarifying. Ask clear, low-pressure questions that force them to be honest, not vague. Number 3, normalize no. When you give the prospect an out, you'll normally get the truth, and the truth is better than being ghosted. Now, here's the problem. You can handle objections like a pro. You can flip the power dynamic, but none of that actually matters if your cold calls still sound weak. So here's what I want you to do next. Watch this video right here where I break down real calls line by line. You'll hear what top reps say when pressure hits and what not to do if you want to book more meetings. You want to smash quota? Study this next. See you there.